Bing bong boom, truck time. Alright, so this is truck. And it's really truck-like. He's got
the Black Yoda.
Yeah, Black Yoda. You know what, that's actually stuck. You know what, we're going with it. It's the Black Yoda now. I like it. So we got this 22RE 1994 inline 4 Toyota pickup. There's no more specifications I can go over that I can think of off the top of my head anymore. So, yeah, we're gonna work on this for a while, and I'm gonna figure out where I'm gonna set you. Yesterday, I didn't really document it, but this thing was super gross, and now it's much, much cleaner. And I'll probably show you some pictures that I had of it. I didn't have any from the interior, but let me just show you the interior real quick. There were some corpses in the interior, but now there's not, so that's nice. Pretty solid interior, no dashboard cracking. Dashboard was probably saved by the grime layer on the windshield. Got some secret compartments. That one there gave me a manual with which to figure out how to maintenance this thing. Secret compartment 3, secret compartment 4, all sorts of secret compartments. Alright, I gotta go forward. Alright. Yeah, all sorts of good stuff in here.
Done.
Yeah,
that's
probably...
your negative. This is the positive.
No, man, that's my negative?
Mm-hmm.
How is that supposed to fit over the battery?
It's not. Gotta get another one of these.
Well, why doesn't it have it?
So we gotta get a set of these because this is totally destroyed. And I probably took it off because it was probably bolted to the battery, and the battery was so corroded I just took the nut off and left the rest. And would take this off.
So it wouldn't even be possible to connect the battery as it is.
No. You gotta get some terminals. You gotta get some new terminals. You got some rust and stuff in here. This is gonna be a bad connection. It's not gonna work great.
And there ain't no cleaning that up?
No, we're gonna throw that away and get you a new one. That way you don't have to worry about bad connection later.
Fair enough.
Okay?
Alright.
We gotta do that. We gotta get some oil in there just in case it needs some.
Yeah, the oil specification was 4.5 quarts.
I'm talking about in the cylinders.
Oh yeah, that too. Alright, there's needle nose to pull those pepper towels out of cylinders.
Let's see if we can get this in there.
Yeah, the WD-40 about's got like a little nozzle, like sprayer thing. Wouldn't it be easier to just plug it with the new spark plugs?
Oh, yeah, it could.
I can just get those out of the box real quick. Let me set this right here. I'm not sure about how good the footage would be from here, but I just need that sat there. Actually, yeah, I don't know what that is.
It's supposed to be a ground strap.
Is it?
Yeah, you're gonna have to take that bolt off. Somebody looked like they twisted it around and broke it off. It's supposed to be bolted to the frame of the truck too, somewhere. One of these bolts. Alright, Jay, you gotta put a little bit on your threads.
Alright.
put the wires back on.
Alright. Ah, crap. I think it said on the book, it was either this one or this one that went to the first wire. It wants to say that this one goes to the first one. I think, maybe.
Okay, these little dots here are going to be the screws for the cap.
Alright.
So there's the screws for the cap, right?
Mm-hmm.
So which one's closer to the screws of that cap?
Alright. Alright. So we got plugs on. Nice and good, looking pretty-ish. I'm not really sure how they're supposed to go on. I ended up with one no clip extra. We're following this diagram here and the repair manual that the truck gave us. So, yeah. That's where we're sitting right now. Here are the spoils of the secret compartment / back seat. Alright. Mostly just parts, hardware. A couple of tools. Yes. Alright, I just did another thing like 5 minutes after I took the last video. I found 2 screws in the bed somehow. They're like this long. And I also knew that I was missing 2 screws, one for each blinker light on each side. And wouldn't you know it, they were the ones. I wasn't sure because they looked kind of like wood screws. But I took out the top one that was already in there, and sure enough, they were the right ones. So now, both of these blinker lights are secured properly. Alright, so I was just killing time. I cleaned out the back of the truck. I should probably clean that too. But I reinstalled some trim, made sure I knew what hardware went to what. That way we know what kind of bolts and stuff we need, because we are still missing hardware for trim. And I was looking in here, and I saw 1, this is missing the bolt that goes here, there. And 2, it was all covered in dust and kind of gross. So I went over it with a shop towel, spritzed some WD-40 all over it, and I went over it again with the towel, just to clean it up a bit, make sure that everything's working nice. And I'm just gonna put this back on, try not to lose any hardware more than I already have, or that already was lost. But yeah, this kind of just, okay, let me get both hands in on this. Oh, where am I don't know if that works, but that's the view you're getting. That slides over this like that. You kind of slide it through this and push that up to, you're focusing here. And I'm actually gonna put the bolt in top side this time. 1, because it'll be easier for me than having to try and wiggle it into that hole back there. But also just for a little bit extra security. I feel like this one does a lot of the work for holding this in place, so I'm gonna use it. Alright, we're back. I found it. I'm gonna sit you guys right here-ish. Yeah, that'll be easier for me. That still lines up. This is still loose, but there's not really much I can do about that, other than know where things go. But yeah, that was that. I just did that on camera, so you know what I did. One of my friends said Monster tastes like death, but this is actually really good. It'll kill you, but it's good. But yeah, this is the truck so far. I already showed you what I did with the airbox, I think. And yeah, I kind of organized, swept out, and cleaned up the bed. That's not important to you guys, though. Just a nice little quality of life thing. That's the trash bag of things that I pulled out of this truck and out of the bed. The bed had a lot of really moldy and nasty cloth and foam for some reason. I don't know why. But that was all thrown away. Here's the engine bay. Nothing's changed from the last time you saw it. As I said, I put some anti-seize on some bolts and cleaned them up and made things nice and pretty-ish. As good as I could. Brake fluid's topped off already. Motor oil. We can use a bit. But overall, everything is good. Got it. Alright. So I was working and I forgot I was recording this. Alright. Here's my air filter. As you can see, it's a bit wet. I took a water hose to it to clean it out a bit. I'm currently working on a tailgate while I wait for that to dry out. But let me go ahead and explain everything I did with the air box real quick. Here's the thing. This is really nice and clean right now. Well, let's just say it wasn't before I got to it. It was a mouse nest, completely filled with poop and acorn shells and all that. So I was cleaning it. The extension cords didn't want to work out of the garage. So I had to remove the airbox, take it into the house. Well, not into the house. I was still outside, but next to the door over there. And I basically beat it up against a block until a bunch of the stuff came out. Then I got some more stuff with a vacuum, and then I got the last of the stuff with a water hose. I then set it out in the sun for a minute, let it dry out, put it back in here, tightened it down, put a bit of anti-seize on all the bolts in case I ever want to take it out again. So that's everything I did with the air box. And as you already know, air filter is sitting over here drying out. That's everything that side. What I'm currently doing right now, oiling this tailgate up a bit, because when I close it, I'm not sure if it does it anymore because I oiled it. Oh yeah, it's gone. That horrible squealing noise is gone. I'm also going to go ahead and tighten this up, because as you can see, these were loose. So I just take a screwdriver to it real quick. Make sure these are nice and tight. Alright, I gotta reset that. Just gotta set it properly real quick. That's in shot. Okay, can I get it to not cross-thread, please? Cross-threading is bad. Alright, I'm gonna have to clean that out a bit. Yeah, forget this. Yeah. Yeah, get a little of that crap out. Tailgate up a tad. That's better. Still at a slight angle, but it'll be fine. If I can get it as it stands. I can't really tighten it down anymore. I think it's an issue with this thing here. I can't fix that right now. But this one's nice and flush and good. Throw that there, throw that there. Let's see how it goes. Noiseless and smooth. Exactly as I like it. Alright, well, that's this segment for right now for today. This is like day 4. Yesterday I drained the fuel tank. That was a doozy. I ruined about 3 shirts and 1 jacket. It still smells like old gas around here, and I also smell like old gas. So that was fun. Hey, we doing some terminal changing. Forgot to record earlier, but I'm just kinda, you have a horrible view there.
Where's your new terminal?
Got it.
Now we just need to take one of these screws out and put this on there so it's like that.
Alright.
You sure everything is hooked up? All your wires are plugged in everywhere?
Yeah. Oh, I'm at. Should I put the fuse for the EFI back in? I mean, we had no fuel. Fuel in the tank.
Are the lights on?
No, I got the key out. Take out the power socket.
You don't know how to use a clutch, do you?
You push it down, right?
Yeah, you gotta push the clutch down because it's got a neutral switch in it.
Alright.
With your left foot. And then you wiggle the shifter. Wiggle the shifter left and right hard. Now, there you go. Should be out of gear. And then you're just going to turn the key to like you're trying to start it. Now you got switches on, turn them shits off. Put everything on off.
Yeah. Alright, it's all up, I think. It's beeping.
Try to start it. Is it not turning? No starter? You got the clutch in all the way?
Yeah, clutch is in. The brake light's on.
That means the parking brake is on.
Yeah, clutch is to the floor.
And you turn the key to the start position? Harder? Okay. I need to get a meter out here on the starting wire to see if we're getting any voltage to the starting wire. Turn it to the start. Put your foot on the... Act like you're trying to start it. Off. On. Feels like the relay's coming in, so it's like the starter relay wants to make something move. We need to see. We need to find out if we got all our positive wires going to the starter. The starter's disconnected or not, or something. Yeah. Alright. You gotta find the starter. There should be like 2 wires to it. One big wire, one little wire.
Alright. I'll look for the starter, and then I'll probably run in and grab the flashlight. Do you have the multimeter here?
Yeah, I got a multimeter here.
Shut time. Zoom out. Here you go. Let me throw these in the spot. And I'll go around this way.
Okay, do it again. Alright. Yeah.